John Lazaropoulos was the Metropolitan of Trebizond from 1364 to November 1367 and a religious writer. Life. The first recorded event in John Lazaropoulos' life is a banquet at the monastery of St. Eugenios he attended, in celebration of the Transfiguration of Christ. Amongst the guests was the protovestiarios Constantine Laukaites, whom Lazaropoulos describes as the great man in word and deed. Quote, he dates this banquet to the end of my third age, and alludes to the fact both his parents were alive, which leads Jan Olaf Rosenquist to conclude Lazaropoulos was about 21 years old. He was later made a sacristan, married, and had 2 sons by 1340. Not long after the Emperor of Trebizond, Basil, died that same year, Lazaropoulos left Trebizond when Basil's wife Irene and her 2 sons were sent into exile at Constantinople. Lazaropoulos was accompanied by his son Constantine to Constantinople, where he arranged for his education. While in Constantinople his other son Theophanes died, and his wife joined them in the city. When news had reached the Byzantine Emperor John VI Cantaco-Uzinos in 1349 that the Emperor of Trebizond Michael was both unpopular and blunt and frivolous as well as old and childless, Cantaco-Uzinos decided to intervene in Trapezontine politics by sending the young John Comnenus to Trebizond to replace Michael. The Byzantine Emperor asked John Lazaropoulos to escort the boy and his entourage to Trebizond. They were leave late in the year, when the weather on the Black Sea was known to be treacherous, and Lazaropoulos hesitated to sail until St. Eugenios appeared to him in a dream and assured Lazaropoulos he would have a safe journey. The party arrived in Trebizond the 22nd of December. On the 27th of October 1363, Nifon, the Metropolitan of Trebizond, was arrested for his complicity with an attempt on the life of Emperor Alexios not long before, and was confined to Soumala Monastery. When Nifon died on the 18th of March in the following year, John was appointed his successor and proceeded to Constantinople for consecration by Patriarch Philotheos not long after Philotheos' enthronement. On the 8th of October, John was back in Trebizond by Easter Sunday, the 13th of April 1365. According to Michael Panoratos, John resigned his office on the 15th of November 1367, retiring to the monastery of Panagia Eliauza, close to the Daphnis harbour, next to Leoncastron. He was succeeded by a monk from Mount Athos, Theodosios of Thessalonica. The next year, on the 19th of July, he fled to Constantinople on account of piratical raids made on the Aranioti, which includes Ares Island. William Miller considers these seaborne raids to be the acts of the Ottoman Turks, the future conquerors of Trebizond, although Anthony Breyer thinks that this raid at this date is more likely to represent Sinopatin, a local Turkmen corsairs. Writings. Lazaropoulos wrote 2 pieces on St. Eugenios of Trebizond, a logos which covers the saint's life and death, and a synopsis containing 33 miracles of the saint, which include 2 that involved Lazaropoulos but most notably the saint's reported participation in the 1224 siege of Trebizond. Both were edited by Papadopoulos Karamius in his Fontes Historia Imperiae Trapezontini, Volume 1. They have been translated with facing Greek text in Jan Olaf Rosenquist. The hagiographic dossier of St. Eugenios of Trebizond in Codex Aethus Dionysiou 154.